Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce myself as Ted Phillips. I'm the chair of the Awards Committee, and I'd like to call the June 22nd, 2023 awards meeting to order. We have a physical forum with myself, Laura Shepis, and we have Delphine Maiden representing David Emmanuel this morning. OGC is represented by Rebecca Levine, and budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble working my tongue work this morning. Did we receive any public comment via email, or is there anyone on the phone?
No, sir.
Okay, and we have no one from the public here. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 and 3 through 5. They have been approved by procurement, budget, OGC, legal, the business unit VP and chief, and are ready for awards committee approval. Are there any additions or deletions on today's regular consent agenda? All right, item 2 that was deferred from last week has been placed on the regular agenda. May I get a motion to adopt today's consent agenda as amended?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
So that was, the motion was made by Laura and seconded by Delphine. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We will now move to the regular agenda for discussion. There is one item on the regular agenda, item number 1. I'd like to open discussion for that item now.
Well, I'm the one who asked for it to be deferred and then to be placed on the regular agenda, and that's because last week when I was reading our package, a clause or a phrase happened to leap out to me about this contract, and that was the fact that we did not establish the other party's duty to provide us liquidated damages if they fail to perform. So I wanted to ask about that, and I think, based on my lawyering days, which are long, long ago, it's usually good to have a provision for liquidated damages in case the other people don't do right. So I asked some questions to the staff, but of course, under sunshine, we couldn't discuss it except here in this forum. So I thought it would be great to have the staff tell us why this time it was maybe special and we just couldn't get liquidated damages in the contract.
Jenny, would you like to address that for us?
Sure. Actually, we've got the business on. Greg has pulled together some verbiage as to why. Just a quick intro as to, from a timing perspective, I agree with you, Laura. It is good to have liquidated damages in the contracts whenever we've got, tight timelines that need to be followed, deadlines that we need to meet. I think we had some flexibility here. And as you know, when we add liquidated damages, the costs tend to increase a little bit. So we felt like we had some flexibility, and I'll pass it off to Greg to provide a little bit more detail from the business perspective.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Greg. Yeah, we didn't include LDs because, well, 2 reasons. One, the project, they need the fiber in service in October of 2024. So we're really early. So I didn't feel that LDs were appropriate for this one because we will be completed well before they're ready for the site to go online. So and then, LDs are also usually associated with something that's going to harm JEA if something is not completed. So I didn't feel that if this project went a little long, that it would harm JEA in any way financially. So I didn't include that. There is a performance and payment bond associated with the bid, though.
Okay, that answers my questions. But OGC or other committee members might have questions too.
So was this a JEA decision then to leave out the liquidated damages, or did we have some objection from the contractor to having the provision in there?
It was a JEA decision. Well, I mean, I didn't include it when I entered it into Zycus because for the reasons I just previously stated, the contractors didn't have any sway in it. Or the bidders, whatever.
All right. Any other questions?
I have a question just for clarity. So we're saying that we did not put the L&Ds in there predicated on a timeline, or because we did not feel that there was a risk, there was a need or a risk. Is that what we're saying?
Correct.
And even with the bid going out like that, from my memory, there were not too many people who came to the table and said, oh yeah, hey, I'd love to do this work. So we may be in a tight labor market type of situation as well.
Supply chain, not really well.
Yeah, that's it. I'll add to that, Laura. So we did only have one proposal here, and Cook Electric has performed many of these, jobs, similar type jobs for us in the past, and they've been very successful. And so they were the ones that ended up bidding. And knowing their history, we feel even better about the decision. But yes, we only had one proposal that was received for this work.
I think I've seen their T-shirts around this building.
Yes, you have.
Okay, well, thanks y'all for answering the questions and helping us understand.
All right.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There's no further discussion. May I get a motion to approve item 1 of the regular agenda?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
So that again was Laura made the motion and Delphine made the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So items 1 and 3 and 5 of the consent agenda have been approved, and item 1 of the regular agenda for the June 22nd, 2023 is approved. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee? Seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.